eyes. So it is a natural kind of place to take a moment. But Yeah, we have our congregational meeting tomorrow night. If you'd like to register for that, that would be wonderful to do. There we go. Okay, let's see. All right. I see one person's on. That's probably my wife in Boston. Maybe. She has some kids with her. Ah, no. Now we're. Oh, it's Kathy. Hello, Kathy. Nice to see you. You made it for our last one of the. I'm calling it the semester. And, you know, I usually talk about the Torah portion, but since it's the last one, I thought that I could kind of just talk about what we've been doing and how important it's been for me personally, and I hope for you as well. You know, this idea of taking a half hour a day, at least 4 days a week, to calm ourselves, to regenerate ourselves, to find some stillness and peace. For me personally, has I think it has allowed me to come through the pandemic with a much calmer disposition than I might have had I not done this. I mean, I have a generally pretty calm disposition, but what I think this has allowed me to do, just like everybody, when a strong kind of negative vibe takes place inside of me, I think I'm more equipped to deal with it. When anger comes up in me, I'm more equipped to deal with it and to think about what it is that's making me feel that way. Whether it actually is the thing that's happening or is it something in me that is causing me to react in such a way that it's bringing negativity into my world. And I think that's a lot of hello, Jerry, and hello, Lisa and Chuck. It's great to have you here. You guys have you've been doing this as much as I have. I mean, when we think about hello, Helene, 16 months, 4 days a week. I mean, you can do the math. I don't know how many that's been, but I know it's really been remarkable that we've all been able to kind of lean upon each other to do this, because I know that you're there, and so I feel a responsibility to come and do this, no matter how I'm feeling or what's going on, to make this a part of my day, and thereby making it a part of your day as well. And first of all, for me personally as a rabbi to look into each Torah portion each week has been fantastic, because I kind of am slowly studying the Torah portion all week. So that when it comes to deciding what I want to talk about for Friday night, it's made that a lot easier. So that's been one benefit for me. Another thing is the counting of the Omer. I think it really enunciates it for me, and I don't know if I would think about it as deeply as I do when I have to talk about it, and find, for each one, something that has to do with kind of the way we live our lives, and how we can take something to help us. Because what I've tried to do over these 16 months is take Jewish concepts and make them relevant to how we live our lives every single day. How do we treat the people we're around? But most importantly, really, is how we treat ourselves. How we observe our own behavior in an objective way. We're very subjective when we think about our lives, right? What is this person doing to me? What am I feeling about what's happening? Right? It's all subjective. We're constantly thinking about how things affect us, and I think what this has attempted to do is give us a little outside view um, of ourselves. So, that whole idea of noticing what we're thinking about, noticing how we're feeling, noticing what's happening in our bodies. And I know I'm repeating that word, but it's really noticing it as opposed to just feeling it. We feel the things, but then that next level of trying to understand why I'm feeling this, that it's not just because of what's happening from the outside coming in, but it's what I'm going through that is kind of turning me to think about whatever's happening to me in my life. And if I can discover why it is inside of me that I feel those things, then I'm discovering something about myself that I may not have known before or haven't been paying attention to. I think it might be more than that, more of that than anything else, right? It's like we probably all do things, and in our deepest recesses of our minds and our hearts, we're like, maybe I shouldn't. But when you go outside and you look at the way that you're acting, then you say that statement of, wow, I'm really noticing what I did there and why that affected others or why it affected me. And I think that's an important distinction to make. But most of all, it's been usually about 20 minutes of just being, just existing, not trying to be successful, not trying to win, not trying to do, not trying to accomplish, not trying to correct, not trying to judge, just being. It takes us, I believe, to a place that brings calm to everything. Because we are this kind of living, breathing organism. And if we're not just allowing that to happen, then we're allowing everything that comes to us to really control what's happening in our lives. But if we can take that time to be still and to be calm and to just be, then it takes us out of the everyday world and into just the space of humanity as as an animal, and it doesn't have anything to do with numbers, words, calculations, or reports, or anything that happens to us when we're in our workday or sometimes our private lives. This only has to do with finding moments of stillness in the craziness of our lives, especially in this last 16 months, and carving out time of our day to just be, just breathe. And it's made a huge difference. I hope it has for you. I know that it has for me. And I appreciate you joining me and creating this kind of interesting virtual community where we do know who's here. Hello, Irene. We see who's writing in and saying hello. And I love the fact that people just kind of sign in when they say hello and goodbye, but in between that we're doing this together. So I'm going to take a break for a month, come back in August. And I think it may end up being that I do 3 days a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, because typically Monday is my day off, but I didn't want to do that during the pandemic, and that we would do Wednesday live in the sanctuary. That's my plan, is when we come back in August to continue to do it online like this, but on Wednesdays I would do it live from the sanctuary, and if people wanted to come between 5:30 and 6, then we can have a little time that we can spend together. So we look forward to that. But for today, let's find a comfortable and strong position so that we can, that hurt, concentrate on our breath. Stub my toe a little. We're just breathing the way our body needs it. That's small breaths, it's small breaths. If it's larger ones, it's larger ones. Let's just get in touch with our breath. Allow things just to be as they are for now. My favorite phrase. I find myself saying that a couple times a day. Interestingly, just one last point. Last night I was sitting with my daughters and they asked me, what are the greatest things in the world? It was a fun discussion. And one of the answers that we were all talking about was that we have a soul and a spirit. I think what we do when we're doing this is trying to engage that aspect of our humanity, to engage that part that's silent, that just exists inside of us in the realm of spirituality, and that's what we're trying to tap into. And being still, silent, can do that for us. Remember, we're just breathing. Your mind will start to wander, and when it does, just bring yourself back in chesed, in love and kindness. And try to follow your breath all the way from the end. When it turns directions, that nefesh, that refresh. Follow it to the end. Follow it to the beginning. Follow it in its entirety. As we've come to the last 5 minutes or so of our meditation, I'm going to change it up a little bit today. We do our priestly benediction feelings at the end of our sessions, and we have, may I feel blessed, may I feel safe, may I feel luminous, may I feel loved, may I feel joy, and may I feel whole. So, for today, what do you need? What feeling do you need? What feeling do you need to take yourself through the week? What feeling do you want to carry with you from this meditation? Do you need to feel blessed because you're lacking that? Do you need to feel luminous and shining brightly? Do you need to feel loved today? Do you need to feel joy or wholeness? What is it that you feel like you're missing today, or that you need to carry yourself through? I'm going to go with, may I feel blessed, and may I feel luminous, because I love the idea of shining brightly, knowledge, glowing. It gives me a positive feeling, and I want to appreciate how blessed I am to be alive, how blessed I am to have my family, how blessed I am in my life. May I feel blessed. May I feel luminous. What would you like? What do you need? Perhaps this is one time where people can put their choices in the chat. What is it you need to feel to make it through the next month before we come back together? May I feel blessed. May I feel luminous. I'll take a look at what people chose afterward. May I feel blessed. May I feel luminous. May I feel luminous. May I feel blessed. May I feel blessed. May I feel luminous. If you'd like to invite someone to be with you, to be in your mind's eye right in front of you, you can offer to them. May you feel joy. May you feel loved. 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 Come back to your own words for just a couple of breaths. May I feel luminous. May I feel blessed. May I feel luminous. May I feel blessed. And we end as we began, just thinking about our breath. Thank you so much for being with me today and this month and the last 16 months. I hope that you were able to find stillness and peace. May you feel blessed and safe, and may you feel luminous and loved, and may you feel joy, and may you feel whole. I hope that you have a wonderful month of July, and have a great evening